Deck cleaning and sealing, there is money in it. You just got to charge for it.
Right? And then you got to ask yourself, you know, do you want to put yourself through this bullshit?
That's why you get around smart people too to tell you to bid more too. So.
Big boy got the prices down. I'm a slow learner.
Slow, hard learner. School of hard knocks don't do you good enough, does it?
That's right.
Today, I went and did a ride along with Mr. Al from Dayton, and I did. He did some deck cleaning and sealing. Wasn't no cleaning. We already did all the cleaning side of it, and we did some sealing side of it. And so you can see by looking at me, I got paint all over me, and I did some of the work. Actually, I did quite a bit of the work on the one top deck that you will see in this video. And so in this video, you will see, you know, how, you know, you can make a lot of money with decks, but it can be a lot of hard work. And the biggest thing that people get into a trap of is not charging enough for deck cleaning and sealing. You know, a lot of people think, well, I can do that for $2 a square foot, $4 a square foot. Well, yeah, you can, but if you want to make money, you're never going to make money at that point, at that rate. You're going to have to, you know, I always tell people, if you're going to do clean and seal decks, you've got to be around that $6 to $8. And when you're on two-tone decks, which means that's what ended up happening, you'll see in this video how that happened. But you can see that, you know, originally it was going to be an all-black deck because the white house was white and the black was going to offset it. But then they went with white railings with black bottom, and now you're doing two-tone deck. And so when you do two-tone deck, you really want to be at $10 a square foot. And you'll be like, man, who's going to pay that for a deck? Well, guess what? If you don't get it, you'll see that Al is not having fun with this deck. Yes, it's a $10,000 deck. Yes, he's probably going to get an extra $2 grand, maybe $3 out of it because of where they changed the two-tone and did that. And you can see it's a pain in the neck. You know, originally he said I should be able to get this deck done in 2 or 3 days, and it's probably going to end up being a week. And so, you know, when we're doing two-tone, you can't spray both the floor and the railings. The stuff will get on it, and so it's just a pain in the neck. And it's, you know, it is what it is. So if we're doing decks, we want to make sure we are charging well for decks. And like I say, decks are a pain in the tail. I hate decks. I don't like doing decks. I never did like doing decks. Decks are not fun, but there's not a lot of people out there to do them, and there is a lot of money to be made. You do have to charge. You know, like I say, if you're just trying to get into it and you're wanting to say, well, $4, I'm making good money at $4. Yeah, you're making okay money at $4, but you're making a lot better money at $6 or $8. You know, and here's the thing about decks. Are you going to have competition? Absolutely. When I was doing my decks for $6, $8, there was painters out there doing them for $2 a square foot. Have at it. That's not my customer. If you want a painter to paint it, they didn't even clean it. They would just seal right over top of it, $2 a square foot, and people would pay it. And then they would wonder why it was coming up in, you know, a couple months. Well, because you didn't clean it. If you don't clean it, it's not going to get sealed well. So, again, just have fun watching this video. So you love working on retirement?
I just love it. I love sucking those fumes in,
sucking that paint up,
breeze out. I got sweat all over myself. No, I don't really like doing decks. I'd rather wash a house. I'd even rather wash concrete than do this.
Yep, me too.
It's just not fun.
This is why you got to charge $6 to $8 a foot or more when we're talking two-tone.
That's the truth.
Otherwise, the money's really not worth it at the end of the day. You know, a job like this, It's 10 grand. He's gonna be here a week. You know,
Right.
that's not all profit. He did 2-3 house washes a day. Got that $1,200 to $1,500 a day. Making way more money, a lot less work, lot less headaches.
That is the fact. That's the fact. This boy knows it. That's the fact.
Because last night, it was all going to be one color deck.
And
Now
it changed.
today, we got black bottom and white railings. And that sucks. Take it from somebody that's done it. That sucks.
It does.
Whenever I did two-tone, it was always $10 a square foot was our charge. How did you find this customer, Al?
He was an ex-student of mine.
So Al was a PE teacher?
Phys ed teacher for 33 years.
When did he graduate high school from?
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah. Played football at Michigan State. He's a financial advisor. His wife's an attorney. So they said, come out and take a look at this mansion we got and see what you can do with it.
So that's how we can get customers too, is networking. Networking is a great way to do it.
Yes, it is.
You know, and when you got somebody like Al that has a network of, I wouldn't even want to guess how many people that you would know,
right.
you know, over 33 years. You know, you said you had an average of 500 students a year.
At least, right.
I mean, that's
Then
a
when
huge
you're a gym
network.
teacher, everybody knows you.
And usually, as long as you ain't a jackleg,
Right.
they usually love the gym teachers. So.
Right. It's playtime. Get those dodgeballs out and take people's heads off.
Get some aggression out. But that's what we need sometimes.
And then
Your dad's gonna kill you. Oh no. Oh yes. This is what happens when you put white on black. It shines really bad. That's why you went to college for, right?
Exactly. So are you gonna go over this base again? Or?
just the little spots that you. Just the spots that you.
He's like, just the spot you did. Let me make sure I haven't put none down here yet.
You just go slow like it. You go slow, you're not gonna have a lot of that.
So, over 30, how many years you been doing decks for now?
Oh, almost 30 probably.
30 years. What have you learned about decks? Anything?
If I were anybody doing this, I'd do like Jason. I'd charge them at least $10 a square foot, and if they laugh you off their property, fine.
Say ha-ha as you go, right?
Yep.
And if they don't, you say ha-ha, I got your
Just
money.
that shit.
That's what happens when you get old too. You get old and grumpy. And
My daughter yesterday told me, Dad, you know, you're the biggest asshole there is on the job. You're the biggest. How dare did you the way you talk to that customer? And I said, well, how would you feel if you spent $400 on paint and then they go into another color?
yeah, usually that's when I would always be like, oh, that's a color change, and now we're looking at this much. Now we just went up another $2 a foot.
So,
And even doing that decks with the brush is gonna suck, even with that black. So,
I'm not spraying that.
no.
Rolling that.
Yeah, you'd have
Rolling
to roll
that.
that.
And I'm gonna roll this. I ain't even gonna take a fucking chance.
Because you'll have it everywhere otherwise. Have somebody go around cutting in with the brush, and then have everybody else come back and
That's
just
it.
start rolling.
That's all we can do.
You know, I'd cut everything in with the brush around the edges, otherwise it's gonna roll over on you.
Right.
And then you
Right.
you know, get that far in,
Right.
and then just brush it in the rest of the way. Here with Als Hydro Wash sticker, magnet, makes good an advertisement. Puts all his little stuff in here. Got him a little roll-out tray. So deck sealing sucks. I'm gonna go with that again. I've said it before in the past. I'll say it again. Deck sealing sucks.
Yep.
I'd much rather be out there on the boat, like going by,
Yep.
swimming, having fun. Sometimes you gotta make money to be able to do that. And if you be successful at this, you can make money to do that
Yes,
stuff.
you can. I have to. I was thinking about it. Driving me nuts. I'm gonna have to charge them $2 more.
Yeah. So that was good painting job.
Hey Jason, I sure
Good
appreciate
cleaning
it. Hey, this guy comes out here. He comes out here. He wants to observe. Next thing he knows, he's out there working. He does the whole railing on the top deck.
Hey,
Taking me 2 hours, and I've been cussing up a storm and everything. He knocks it out in an hour.
that's why I want to do some more of these story times with people around with you guys. So that way it isn't just Jason says this. Jason does it too, buddy.
Yep, he's in there.
I've done
He's
it.
in the trenches.
I've been there, done it, and I still do it. This isn't my first rodeo, and it won't be my last.
Right.
So Al, anything you would say to anybody wanting to get into deck cleaning and sealing?
Yeah, take Jason's advice, charge you $10 a square foot, don't go any lower. If they laugh you off the property, as Jason says, they're not your customer.
They're not your
That means
customer.
they're not your client. It's all about this, people.
That's exactly what it's about.
If they don't got the money, they're not your client.
And being successful at it.
Hey.
If you would like to have me ride along with you, I'm gonna put a link right down in here in the bottom here, and I will come take a ride along with you. If you're within an hour or two of me, maybe a little bit more, I might decide to come a little bit further, but let me know. Fill out the sheet below, and I will talk at you later.